Hello there, Padawans. Welcome to another episode of HoloNet Live. I'm your host, Steve. Here's what's going on in the galaxy. Rumors, and more rumors are going on, and now we might be in the sights of a rumors war. Today, there was some, and actually over the weekend, LMR Online reported that there would be no Rebels animated sequel to the Star Wars Rebels animated show. And they've been saying that they have a source at Lucasfilm that says that because that Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra, and Thrawn are all considered live action according to their source, and that would only leave Era and Zeb available for an animated show. So that is they're saying their source finds that highly unlikely that an animated Rebel sequel is being developed. However, this kind of contradicts some of the earlier aforementioned rumors that there was going to be a Rebel sequel that's going to be animated. And this is something that Ollie and I have been discussing on our latest podcast that I'll release in a couple of days. We actually discussed in detail what we thought about some of the rumors going around, especially around Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and Ezra and Thrawn. So they also mention in this article that Rogue Squadron is also another possibility. Now, we haven't really gotten anything from Rogue Squadron in general. I mean, they're prominent in the Legends, the EU book universe, I guess. And there's also video games on that as well, and they were post Return of the Jedi, but supposedly there's a series that could be happening, an animated series that's in development for Rogue Squadron now. So now that tells us that there's going to be a Boba Fett, apparently live TV series, possibly an Ahsoka series, a Rebel sequel series, Rogue Squadron series. Like, this is out of control on some level. But these are all rumors. This is what happens, especially when there's not too much confirmed news going on. So, in light of this, recently, this afternoon, Noah Outlaw of the Kessel Run Transmissions tweeted the animated Rebel sequel is still happening. And I'm guessing this is in response to this article from LRM saying that there is no Rebels animated sequel, or it's very highly unlikely. So take from it what you will. I'll put the link to this article on the description, but very interesting stuff that we're now getting two different sources that are saying completely different things. It'll be interesting to see what Kessel Run's transmission says going forward on that. As you know, they've mentioned that there's 3 spin-off shows from The Mandalorian, one for Ahsoka, one for Boba Fett, and one that's secret. So with that said, another rumor came out, and this also got broken by LMR Online and also Corey Van Dyke, who is also part of Kessel Run Transmission. He tweeted out, "We've heard Ben Solo is a character Lucasfilms wants to further develop. We don't know if this is a series or movie, but it's definitely being worked on. We also don't know if this is pre-The Force Awakens or The Rise of Skywalker. But if I were to guess, I'd say pre-The Force Awakens. Again, this is in early development." Then Jordan Mason also then later said, pre-TFA cough. So Corey Van Dyke's with Kessel Run Transmission, and they mentioned that Wednesday they're going to have some news on their weekly podcast. Elmar also then went into details on the tweet and just added some more flavor to the rumor that is with Ben Solo coming back in a live series. There's also a couple additional tweets by Corey Van Dyke saying, "We've also heard nothing about Adam Driver being attached to the project, which leads me to believe that this could be an animated or young Ben Solo feature in the live action series." So that's very interesting because there's already a comic series on Ben Solo before, I guess, the fall of Ben Solo, before he turns to the dark side. So this will be very intriguing if this is true, and if this is actually this is what they've been working on. Now, personally, I would rather not see Adam Driver, and this is opinion right here. So I would rather not see not have Adam Driver I would not want them to replace Adam Driver with someone else to play Ben Solo. And that's purely on the fact that he played that character between Kylo Ren and Ben Solo so great that it's just, it wouldn't make any sense to me. So if he's not attached to the project, either that means Ben Solo is going to be way younger, because I have a feeling that why would they put a different person there if it's like only 5-10 years before The Force Awakens. So it's very interesting. It's an interesting rumor, but this has been on Twitter. This has been trending a little bit, so we should see. They're also tweeting that some of the fans in response to this, these tweets are saying that they could see some of the one of the Stranger Things people playing a young Ben Solo if they're going back to when he was really young. So again, it's another rumor to digest. So basically, to sum it up, that there is a Rebels animated sequel or not, we don't know yet. We don't know anything related to any shows other than The Mandalorian at this point. And then now there might be a Ben Solo show that maybe this was the secret project that Kessel Run's transmission was talking about last week. So all good stuff. I mean, they're all rumors, and we'll have to see what falls out from them. But this could be all good stuff. We might be getting several new series. We might be getting several new projects. But, it'll be interesting until we actually get confirmed. So other than that, that concludes another episode of HoloNet Live. Thank you for joining us and supporting the podcast. As always, follow us on Instagram @ThePadawans. We're also on podcast streaming services on Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, Overcast, you name it. We're on a bunch of other ones. We're also on Twitch and YouTube. We live stream our podcasts on Twitch, and then we post them to YouTube and podcast streaming services a few days after. Like I mentioned, Ollie and I, last night, we recorded our podcast diving into some of these rumors already. So not specifically the ones I just went over, but some of the spin-offs that they've been discussing in terms of rumors. So definitely check that out when that drops. And other than that, catch you later, Padawans.